There on the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Here we sit halfway through the season. Tennessee undefeated, 6-0. You pull up the schedule, you take a look at it. Got Tennessee Martin coming up on Saturday. And yes, we have barely even touched on UT Martin the entire week on this program, but it is what it is. As long as Josh Heupel and those players are dialed in and focused, nothing else matters. The 2 weeks that follow are the biggest 2 weeks of the season. I know some of you guys aren't concerned about Kentucky, but that game is always a nail-biter. Kentucky always comes to fight. The Tennessee game is their Super Bowl, so we've got to be ready for that Kentucky game. And then going on the road to take on Georgia, such a huge opportunity for this program to take that next step. But the next 2 weeks after Tennessee Martin, I think, are going to be absolutely huge for this program. And look, they believe, they buy in, they truly think they're going to Atlanta. They truly think they are going to go play for a national championship. Now, quarterback Hendon Hooker was on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max yesterday. Really good appearance. And he brought up a good point about this offense. We have not seen their best game yet. Could that best game be coming up? Could it be sitting in the back pocket waiting to go on the road and play Georgia? We're going to take a listen to his comments on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max here in just a moment. Good, really good appearance. Really liked what he had to say. Before we do that, as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not selling you on something that we're not. We are fans just like you. This is for the fans, by the fans. This is the heartbeat of the Tennessee fan base. If you like what we do, make sure you're subscribed. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So let's first just go ahead and jump into the comments. Take a listen to what Hendon Hooker had to say, and then we'll kind of break it down a little bit. I know the audio's quiet. I've got it turned all the way up, so just bear with me. Here we go.
Hendon, how much firepower is left in that high-octane Tennessee offense with those plethora of wide receivers that you have?
A lot of firepower. We only had a couple games with said, and when he comes back, it's going to be even more electrifying. We haven't even played our best game, which is scary. So when that day comes, which I can't wait to see, it's going to be a thing of beauty.
I want to come back and touch on that point, the fact that they've not had Cedric Tillman for a few weeks, a guy that going into the season was the guy, the man, the one guy we knew we could count on. So I want to come back, touch on that point, but also take a listen to this next statement.
And now that you think about it, you're taking care of business against Alabama, which most people would say arguably for years have been the most dominant program in the history of college football. But now that you look at it, what is the ultimate end goal for you in Tennessee?
Like I said before, is leading my team to the goals that we set at the beginning of the season, and that's making it to the SEC championship in Atlanta, and then, furthering that season and getting to the playoffs and winning a championship. Everything for me is team oriented, and making sure that I'm here to, do what I want to do, and that's just be a positive light in my community and in people's lives, and I just want to strive to be the best me I can be.
We have such a solid young man leading this football team at the quarterback position. They asked him earlier in the show talking about personal accolades. Obviously, people are talking about the Heisman Trophy, and Hendon Hooker always comes back to the same thing, and he says, the personal achievements, the accolades, that'll all take care of itself if we handle business as a team. But I love his comments there, and again, it goes back to the quote when he told Josh Heupel he was coming back. Let's just go to Atlanta. Look, why not? Let's go to Atlanta. It goes back to all the comparisons that we've made to Red October, back when Josh Heupel, his playing days, coming off of a 7-5 season at Oklahoma, comes back off season, meets with the team and says, we're going to go win a national championship, because that's what Josh Heupel truly believed. And now we're seeing his team buy into that same line of thinking, that same positive mental attitude, man. These guys truly believe that they can go out and win an SEC championship, win a national championship. And again, that all starts with leadership. You can be a manager or a coach, or you can be a leader. And Josh Heupel is a leader. I love, what Hendon Hooker said there about the offense, the firepower. We're just getting started. Cedric Tillman has not even been a part of this thing, really. We were just getting off the ground when Cedric Tillman goes down, and you look at the numbers. And again, just rewind to all the preseason conversations we had talking about this wide receiver unit, because the only thing we knew, the only thing that was proven was that Cedric Tillman could go out and compete. We had seen it. We knew the story, right? The 8 receptions, 3 years, comes out, balls out, 1,000 yards receiving in this Josh Heupel offense. Now, we hoped that Jalen Hyatt was going to be something special. We hoped that Brew McCoy was going to be something special, but that was all on paper. We had not seen that on the field of play. Jalen Hyatt said all the right things, right? When he met with the media, he admitted his faults, said that he, wasn't putting the work in, said that he had got that corrected, and now he was doing what needed to be done, but we have not seen that on the field yet. Here we sit halfway through the season. Jalen Hyatt tied for the lead in all of college football with receiving touchdowns at 10. Set the single game record at Tennessee with 5 receiving touchdowns, has 33 catches for almost 600 yards on the year. And then you flip over and take a look at Brew McCoy, a guy who his game has really elevated since Cedric Tillman went down. He's got 22 catches, almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he's made some big-time plays. Same thing for Ramel Keaton with 15 catches, 280 yards, and a touchdown. It's the plays that they made. The catch that Brew McCoy made late in the game against Alabama to set up the field goal, that's a grown man type of play. I saw some of you guys comparing it to a catch that Juwan Jennings would make, and it's very similar because it was physical. He knew he was going to get hit. He just went up, he made the play, brought the ball down, the field goal goes through. We're throwing the goalpost into the river. Ramel Keaton against Florida, the diving catch, laying out. Those are moments that you remember where somebody stepped up and made a play. But what Jalen Hyatt has been able to do in just 6 games has been absolutely impressive. Actually, just this week, added to the Biletnikoff Award watch list. Says he was added this week after the win over Alabama. What they do with that award, the Biletnikoff Award, annually recognizes the college football season's outstanding FBS receiver. Says here, any player, regardless of position, who catches a pass is eligible for the award. Hyatt leads the nation with 10 receiving touchdowns, ranks on top of the SEC in receiving yards and yards per game and receptions per game through the first 7 weeks of the season. And if you go down here, I'm looking at the article on utsports.com. Only 3 former VAWLS have been tabbed as semifinalists for the Biletnikoff Award. That was Joey Kent in 1996, Kelly Washington in 2001, and Robert Meacham in 2006. So pretty good company there for Jalen Hyatt. But how good can this offense be? Cedric Tillman, fully expect him to not play on Saturday. I think he probably could if it was Kentucky or Georgia, but I think you've got to sit him another week. I know some people talk about knocking the rust off. I would not knock any rust off. I would let him sit, let him rest, let him get ready for that Kentucky game, because that Kentucky game is a big one. And, thankfully this UT Martin game falls where it does, coming off of the Alabama win. But that Kentucky game's tough because Tennessee could possibly be overlooking Kentucky and looking at that game against Georgia coming up the next week. But those 2 games, those 2 weeks, it's all on the line. Kentucky and then going on the road to play Georgia. You're talking about, and I get it, we said 8-4 to start the season, right? We said 8-4. That'd be a good season for this team. 9 wins, good season for this team. That Kentucky game is huge. Because in my opinion, the way you're looking at the rest of the schedule, Tennessee, I think the floor is 10-2. And 10-2 is a great season for year 2 of the Josh Heupel era. No questions asked. But 11-1. What if you just slip up to Georgia, but you beat Kentucky, you finish 11-1, you get a big time bowl game, possibly sneak into the backside of the playoff. The Kentucky game is huge, huge. But let's go win them all, right? Let's go win them all. Let's go 12-0. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about Hendon Hooker talking to Keyshawn Johnson there. Really good interview. I encourage you to go check it out. Also, make sure you guys do smash the thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network, bonfire.com/store/. store/TalkinVols. That link is also in the description below. Why not go check out this brand new scoreboard shirt, VAWLS 52, Bama 49. It's just business. If you're not familiar with that quote before the game, Henry T said it's not personal, it's just business. So we put together that scoreboard t-shirt. Go check it out. All the other merch is there as well. Again, it's bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. Don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow immediately following the game. No tailgate show for Tennessee Martin. It's a 12 o'clock kick. You guys enjoy the morning. Watch College Game Day. Get geared up. We'll be live immediately following the game. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.